Hey, so I know I talked about doing trying to make some pickles, and so we've been hunting through our ball book trying to find a good recipe to use, and I think we found one that that'll work for us, that we have all the ingredients for. And so we're prepping all of the stuff. We're gonna sanitize the lids and the bands, and then we've got our jars. We're just gonna do pint jars. We've got those in the oven. We're going to sanitize those like that. And then I've got lots and lots of pickling spice, some dill weed. We've got our canning salt. I've got several boxes of those. And then we've got our hot water bath pot and all of the equipment. We've got to wash all of this. Just picked some fresh cucumbers. Also found some squash out there in the garden. So we're gonna wash all of that and prep it, and then I'll try to get some video of us actually jarring and preparing the pickles. All right. So here's all the cucumbers that we've got. There's 26 of them. I'm gonna cut those up into slices. We'll put them in this container and then cover them with kosher canning salt. Alright, so there's all the cucumbers sliced up. Added the canning salt, and then I'm going to cover it with ice. Let it sit here for a couple of hours. Alright, so got the ice on top of the slices, and it's just got to sit here for another hour and a half. Took a break from the pickling while we're waiting on the ice. And I wanted to show you the tomatoes. Pretty much every one of the tomato plants. I've already pulled 2 plants out of this bed. And there's 3 more that look like they've got some sort of wilt. This one still looks like it's doing alright. But then here at the top you can see it's also wilted. So I may end up just having to pull every single one of these plants out of this bed. That's really disappointing. So I don't know what I'll have to do next year about it. What better way to wait for my iced cucumbers than to grill some hamburgers? Those look great. Alright, so we've got our brine mixture on. It's got to boil and simmer. It's got pickling spice, sugar, and canning salt in it. And then our cucumbers are done. They've waited their 2-hour window under the ice. This is the same ice. I didn't have to add any more, so it actually didn't melt entirely. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in this bowl, and we're going to use this store-bought drinking water to rinse them off, get all that salt off of them. Alright, so the brine is done, and we just got the jars filled up with the cucumber slices. So we're going to ladle the brine over into each jar through this funnel and strainer. And that way we can get a lot of that pickling spice out of the brine, keep it from going into the jars. Here's Tabitha filling up the jars. I'm not trusted to do them. We're going to have more brine. We didn't make enough. Alright, now got the jars filled, put the lid on, and we've got our hot water almost boiling. So we'll just put each one of these lids on and tighten them down and drop them down in here. Alright, so we've got a batch coming out of the water bath, and you can see we've got lots of cans, and the ones over here have already sealed off. So we've been hearing them popping over the last little while. So we've got these left, and then we've got 4 more that we've got to put in. All right, so all the jars are done, and we got 18 pint jars. They turned out really good. They look good. You can see the dill weed, kind of floating around in there. We also added a clove of garlic to each one. So, super excited to see how these turn out. That's all the cucumbers that we had. As we get more, we'll probably make some more jars, and but we've got to wait at least 2 weeks to see how these turn out. So again, super excited about it. It's the first time we've canned pickles. We usually do a lot of tomatoes and sauce. So we'll see. I'll see you later.